Boys, today we are back and we are going to be going over my 3-step plan for my GOAT, my Pookie, my favorite fighter of all time, Charles Oliveira. We're going to be giving him a 3-step plan to get the lightweight belt back. Bang! Yes, Charles Oliveira, in my heart of hearts, I genuinely believe this, bro. With everything, on my soul, I believe this, bro. Charles will get the belt back. I know he. It's just in like he has to, bro. It's literally meant for him. That Topuria, fuck that Topuria loss. Every time I mention it, I just get like so sad and like upset. But that shit was meant to happen, bro. God, I don't know what I'm saying, but God has a plan. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to say, but. God has a plan. Anyway, let's get right into it. First step for my GOAT to get his belt back. He needs to slam out Max Holloway. And I think he needs to finish him. I could see this fight going to decision. I'm nervous for this fight. I'm a realist, bro. Fuck it. I'm a realist. I'm nervous for this fight, bro. Max Holloway can definitely win this fight. I'm scared for Charles's chin. I'm scared as fuck. I'm not going to lie. But we need to beat Max Holloway to get this belt back. If we lose to Max Holloway, boys, I don't want to say it. I don't want to fucking say it yet, but if we lose, especially by finish, I think the hopes of us getting the belt back are gone, bro. I really do. And that, as sad as that is, I think it's true, bro. Especially if he gets knocked out. I'm sorry, Charles. I fucking love you, man. You look so sad in that picture. Why do you look so sad, Pookie? Anyway, all right, I gotta chill. But we need to beat Max Holloway. All right, we really need to beat Max Holloway. I think we got one more run left in us, and maybe like a few title defenses, like 1 or 2 title defenses. But we first need to beat Max, and we need to submit him. And even if we go to decision, I think we'll be okay. But I really want this finish over Max, and I think it can happen. Max has never fought a guy like Charles, even though I mean, that sounds dumb, but. He's never fought a guy like Charles with the offensive grappling. And Charles, over the past few fights, he's got so much better with shooting. He never really shot for, like, takedowns, and he still doesn't kind of shoot for takedowns. Like, in his old fights, he just pressured them and, like smudge them up against the fence. Like, I think it's called the body... Yo, bro. Hey, I've never trained a day in my life. I don't know what the fucking techniques are called. I have been watching the UFC for 6 years, I had picked up on some shit, I'm in the guard, I'm in the butterfly, the half guard, the mount, shit like that. But with Charles' takedowns, I think it's called a fucking body. I think he gets the body lock up against the cage. Anyway, he pushes up a guy. Who cares about what the fucking saying is? He gets the guys up against the cage, and then he like body locks him. He does that zesty clinch where he sticks his butt out a little bit. We fuck with that. Yeah, no, I actually gotta chill, but. He gets opponents against the cage, and more recently, that's how like his old takedowns used to be. More recently, I do see him like actually going for like takedowns, but it's only not. He doesn't go for takedowns up like in the middle of the cage. He only does when he's pressuring his opponent's back, and he like pushes. He doesn't like shoot and like dunk them. He likes pushing them against the cage, and then getting the body lock. He also likes, what else does he like to do? He likes to like go like down against the waist and like almost drag them down or trip them down. So yeah, I think he'll be able to do that. I think he'll push back Max Holloway. I think, if he comes out, how I think he'll come out, which, might not be the smartest, but I think if he comes out, he pushes Max Holloway against the fence. I think he can get those takedowns. He lifted up Gamrot. He literally bitched Gamrot. He lifted him up off his feet, and we fuck with Gamrot. There's nothing wrong with that, Gamrot. We like you. We have respect for you for taking that fight, but we literally picked him up and dunked him down. We picked him up off his feet. I think that's harder to do against Gamrot than it would be against Max. So I think we can lift Max up off the air. I mean, we don't need to. I mean, that's not going to earn him anything, but I think we can, we can get Max Holloway off his feet. We could dunk him down. And then when it's on the ground, I don't trust Max on the ground, which is good. I trust Charles on the ground. I think Charles can find a submission. If he can find a submission against Gamrot, which Sarukian couldn't, which a lot of people can't, the first person to finish Gamrot, I think Charles can find a submission on Max. I think he can. And on the feet, I fucking love Charles. I love when he goes forward on the feet. But I'm just scared of the chin. I think he can hurt Max on the feet. I think it's very possible. He has heavy hands. He landed some good shots on Gamrot, but Gamrot did land some counter shots on him. Like, if Gamrot's landing counter shots on you, my Pookie Bear, like, I don't know. Max is so slick on the feet. He's so quick. Yo, if this makes it to if the 5th round and Max Holloway points down with Charles, do not do that shit, bro. I don't care. Like, your fan base, I mean, people that don't like you will shit on you. Please, I'm begging you, bro. Please do not do that shit. Like, seriously, please. Do not fucking trade like Justin Gaethje did in the middle if it makes it to round 5. But I don't think it will. I think Charles can find a submission on the ground in round 1 or 2. I truly believe that. If he goes out there and fights smart, which, he admitted he fought dumb against Topuria. If he goes out there with a good fucking game plan, he fucking uses the fucking game plan, I think we can beat Max Holloway. And that is step 1 to getting the belt back. March 7th, we are coming in fucking Vegas. Come on, Charles. I'm going to be so fucking scared. I might record my live reaction to that on my phone or some shit, but I don't have a camera, so. Bro, I don't know. I might, because I get scared as fuck. I don't know. It might be such a loser thing to do. But anyway, that is step 1. We need to beat Max Holloway March 7th. Step 2. We need to beat Arman Tsarukyan in a 5-round rematch. And I think, I'm not too confident on this, but I think this might how the lightweight division plays out. Paddy will beat Justin, UFC 324. I think Paddy does beat Justin. Hopefully Justin retires, because we don't fuck with you, Justin Gaethje. I'm going to say that every fucking video. W hate watch coming. Paddy will beat Justin. Then Ilya will fight Paddy in the middle of the year. Maybe even back in early fall, late summer, August maybe. And in the meantime, Arman's not going to fight. Let's be real. If he's not taking fights against Gamrot last year, he's not going to take any more fights after he just won. This guy's not fighting, okay? But I do think he will fight Charles Oliveira. I think he will fight Charles Oliveira, okay? I do. I think this fight will be made in a 5-round, maybe main event or 5-round co-main for a pay-per-view, but I think this fight happens. I'm not sure when it happens. Maybe in I don't know if it happens before Paddy versus Ilya, because if Paddy wins, they make that fight soon. Maybe. I don't know, because Topuria just fucking fights once a year, so we don't really know what type of timing he's on. But I do think this fight gets made in the meantime. This is a true number 1 contender fight. I don't think sadly, although it's bullshit, but I don't think if Charles just beats Max, he'll get a title shot. I think he needs one more because of the loss of Topuria, and it will be his 3rd crack. I think he will need one more, and I think this is a great fight for both Arman, because he's not getting a title shot no matter what. You need to fight another fight. Dana White said, we're not giving you a title shot. He basically said that. So you need to fight again, and what better to, fight a guy who a lot of people think you lost to, including me. I think Charles did win that fight. Go back and watch that fucking fight. Please, go back and watch that fight. Charles had him dead to rights in every round. So yeah, I think this fight will get made maybe March. Charles likes to fight. Maybe September, maybe August, September, October, November region. Yeah, and I think this fight gets made, and I think Charles wins this in a 5-round rematch. I do. I would be scared because Arman is good, and technically he did beat us, even though I don't count that as a loss. I genuinely do not count that as a loss. When I think back to Charles's record, that's a win for us. Yes, I said us. So Charles has only lost. The Charles disrespect is crazy. He's only lost to the pound-for-pound 1 and 2 fighters in the fucking world. Who else has he lost to on this streak? No one. Not since 2018. He's lost to the 2 pound-for-pound best fighters. And everyone says he's done. Put some fucking respect on his name. That Gamrot performance showed levels, bro. There's genuine levels to this shit. And we are the highest level. Yes, we are the highest level. So, I think he will need to beat Arman in a 5-round rematch, which I think we can submit Arman. I fucking truly think we can. And Arman slows down in fights. Charles does too a little bit, but if we can shuck off some of those takedowns, which will be hard because Charles, against these Dagestani, Caucasus region guys, it is tough for him. But I think we can beat Arman in a 5-round rematch, and that is step 2. And then, step 3, the final step for Charles Oliveira, my GOAT, to get his belt back. You see it. You see it, bro. We're not going to have to fight Topuria. Although I would like to get our revenge against Ilya Topuria because I truly think we can beat Topuria, bro. And that might sound delusional. I might be the most delusional person in the fucking world. But if we use our game plan like we said, go back and watch that Topuria versus Charles fight. When Topuria passes into the crucifix, and he gets too high up and Charles bucks him off, why did Charles go for the leg and not spin around and go for the back? Like, that genuinely has been in my mind ever since that fight. Go watch that fight and tell me in the comments. Like, someone who has fought before, like, knows more shit about fighting than me. Why did he go for the leg lock and not, like, spin around and go for the back when Ilya Topuria got too high on him in the mount? But anyway, you see it on the screen. Ilya Topuria will move up. He will move up after he beats Paddy Pimblett. And this is what I was saying. If the Paddy and Ilya fight gets made relatively soon, I think Ilya wins and moves up. So that means Paddy has to fight maybe one more. Maybe like on the same card as the Armin and Charles fight. I could see Paddy fight. Who would Paddy fight? I don't know. Max Holloway. They'd both be coming off a loss. Maybe Max Holloway. Yeah, I think Paddy will lose to Ilya and then fight one more time this year. And then I don't think this fight happens this year. Let me preface that. This fight will not happen in 2026. This will be early 2027, mid 2027. Charles Oliveira versus Paddy Pimblett for the vacant belt. I think they'll put Paddy back in there after he loses to Ilya if he gets one more win. This star power, the grappling in this fight would be amazing. And my GOAT will get his belt back. He will. I truly believe this. I believe this deep down in my heart, all my family. I believe Charles Oliveira can and will get the belt back. Yeah, man. Charles versus Paddy. We're going to be coming off a Max Holloway win, a submission win, and a Armin Tsarukyan submission win. And this will be one of the biggest fights in lightweight division history. It will be. And Paddy Pimblett's not a big star, but bro, when that walkout hits, and then Charles walkouts hits, this will be one of the biggest fights. It's going to be cinema. I genuinely want this fight to happen. Now, there is a world where Charles, I don't want to say it, there is a world where Charles loses to fucking Max, and Paddy loses to Justin, and we get this fight for like a fucking, I don't know, co-main event on a pay-per-view coming off losses. And I'd be scared for that, especially if Charles gets knocked out. But, we're not going to, put that into the air. This is the 3-step plan on how my boy Charles gets his belt back. We would slam Ilya that's how much revenge is on my mind. I just said we'd slam out Ilya Topuria. We would slam out Paddy Pimblett easily, get the belt back in 2027, maybe go like 2 title defenses, and then call it a career as the best lightweight of all time. Fuck you, Islam. Fuck you, Khabib. So yeah, this is the 3-step plan for my boy Charles. I think it can be done. I think this is realistic too. This is not like delusional type shit. So I think it can be done. And yeah, this is what I'm going to be rooting for. Charles isn't done. He's not washed. He's only lost to the best. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I fucking delusional? Do I have no brain? Am I dumb? Are my takes just so bad that this will just never happen? Or are you guys with me? Are you guys Charles fans in the comments? And yeah, you want to see our boy get the belt back. And we will get the belt back. Trust on that. So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.